Everybody out there, this is Utsav from Smart Tech, and today I'm gonna show you guys how to make this lava material in UE4. So what I'm gonna first do is gonna show you guys how to make this material right here, and it has all complete control on all this rotation speeds, blending, and all that stuff. And then I'm gonna add this rocks in it, and what all is it gonna have? I'm just gonna show you. Let's see, base color blending. Now if I turn down the brightness, the rocks will be complete and will show through like hell. And I can turn this up bright hot like magma, and it does look good, I'll tell you that. And of course you can edit your specular values and specular blending. That is very simple actually. Now I'm gonna show you guys how to edit your rock scale. What this is gonna do is, well, here you go. This is what it is gonna do. And rock speed, make it super fast. And the same thing is gonna happen through this. And go to something like this. Shall do with me. Okay, so I'm gonna put it here, and let me just, and I'm gonna keep looking at these two materials that are open here and here. I mean, my bad. Lava. These two materials to just get it through quickly and show you guys what I am doing and why am I doing it. First, let's create a folder and lava. And I'm just going to create right click material, um lava mat. Now go to your content browser and view options, make sure it is show engine content is checked, scroll down here. This is accessed by clicking on this. Go to engine content folder and search for four-way chaos. Now just drag, oh boy, I'll just drag it here for a moment. You don't need to, what you need to do is actually go here on your maps, I mean wherever your material is. My material is here. I'm just gonna Ctrl X, and you need to drag it here, right? Now I have this one here. Now what do we do now? I'll just make some space here. Everything is given to us by UE4, I mean Epic. We don't need any external textures or anything. You just need to have starter content in your folder, and hold T, go to texture sample, and I'll just put um fire fire T fire tile D, right? Convert to texture object because that is what motion four-way chaos uses. Simple. What I need is my speed, and I'm gonna use a scalar parameter for this. I'm just gonna search fire speed 1, or maybe, I mean, this is a good naming convention actually. A simple trick, and just put it underscore 1, and I'm gonna give it a value of 1 here. Now in the UVs this is gonna get a little bit complex. because what we are gonna do here is I'm gonna search for divide and drag off the A and search for whole position, and here, oh, just go here and scale a parameter. That's it. Put a distance between these two because I'm gonna edit some stuff here, and I'm gonna fire scale underscore 1, right, and put it to something like 500. Now this controls basically the tiling, if you may, not necessarily, but yes, it does a good job. Actually, seriously, I am basically taking the wool position and dividing it by my scale, and then I'm gonna drag it here and search for rotator. This helps us to, well, rotate our texture. And then I'm gonna search for time here in between these two. I'm gonna search for multiply. You can just hold them and click and all that stuff, and just drag and scale a oh by scale a parameter. I'm just gonna search and just, and then I'm gonna type in um fire rotator um speed underscore 1. Go and just put it to 1, and then here you go. Just go here, just select this and control W. You have this. Now all you need to do, actually, now you see underscore 2, these have changed. Simple. Hold press and L, linear interpolate between these two. This will blend between these two materials. And then for the alpha, I'm gonna use a scalar parameter. You can just hold S and click. These parameter values are editable inside the material instance. I'll just show you what that is, and just I'm gonna name it base color blending, and I'm gonna set it to a default of 0.5 because that's what I want and need. Just put it into base color. For the roughness, no, first let me search with the linear interpolate. How did I suddenly did that? Just drag it off something like and capital L, and linear interpolate is right there. Or you can just hold L on your keyboard and left click here, something like that. Okay, and then go A. From the A, I'm gonna drag, actually, just let me just get these two scalar parameters. Actually, I'm gonna need a third one as well. In the first one, minimum spec, and I will just put 0.5. Max spec, not specs, and that too wrong spelling. And spec blending, spec means specular actually here, and put it to 0.5. This should help maybe a bit, not really. And all of a sudden we have this. Cool. Now what we are gonna do is go to my roughness. I'm gonna drag it off here and search for um let's see, what do I need? Camera depth fade, right, two scalar parameters right here. I'm just gonna set the scalar parameters to the default value. This is gonna be the offset or the distortion, if you may, in just some cases, and fade offset fade length. So what I'm basically doing here, this is 500 fill, right? Yes, 500. So what I'm basically doing here is what the camera depth fade tool does is create a gradient from near to your camera that is a black, that is very low roughness, if you may. Wait, let me just create a material instance and apply it here. let compile, should be very quick. What is actually happening is, let me just wait. Visual is the best way. That's what I think. Till then, I will just okay. Now I'll just show you first. Now, as I get near, you will see. Hmm, not this. Yes, of course. I forgot that one. But I mean, this is working pretty well, but doesn't give that feel to me. So what I'm gonna do is add a linear interpolate. I'm gonna linear interpolate between a value of 0 and let me see. Yep, I keep forgetting this part. I don't know why, even though I did this. And I'm gonna blend between a value of 0, that is no roughness, I mean black, and the base color, the value the base color gives, using this black to white gradient. And I'm just gonna put this into the roughness. Now this should be quick, hopefully. Till then, I'm just gonna delete the, and I'm gonna create a new duplicate by pressing Ctrl W and just gonna search lava material underscore, my bad, lava material underscore with rocks and rock. Nope, I don't want rocks. What I actually and subsurface scattering, that is triple S, and that is a pretty big name, and emission. Let me just open this up. This is a duplicate of it, so shouldn't be anything different here. This is my spec. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and delete my roughness. I'm gonna delete my roughness, and I'm gonna derive my emissive color from here. I'm just gonna multiply and multiply. I will show you what is happening right here. And this first multiply will actually control the brightness of my material by value of 10. Looks very bright. Now if I search for, again, just hold G here, I'll just write down here, put this into the roughness, and here I'm gonna search for basalt normal. Now every texture is made up of two things, I mean three channels, red, green and blue. The red, and each is a grayscale value. Here I'm gonna use the red one. So first I'm gonna control W and set my fire again, fire tally. Cool. Here is, it's red. I'm gonna linear interpolate, and instead of the A, I'm gonna use this as my alpha, and I'm gonna -1 and 1.8, a value under 0 and a value above 1. And from here I'm gonna just add this red to the mask. And why am I doing this is because, let me just show you. First let me just apply it. This should be very quick, nothing too much. Come on, what is happening here? What error am I getting? If I just put it into the multiply, Oh, my bad. Just gotta use the alpha value. And now if I start previewing node, yes, you have this one. Now what I need to do, the rock can't stay still as well, so I need a banner. Banner will move this like the um 4-way chaos node. I just find 4-way chaos better because I am still learning water shadows. Now in the coordinates I'm gonna use texture coordinate coord um multiplied by a scalar parameter, and just put it rock underscore scale, something like 500. It really should do. What have I missed? No, not in the roughness, in the normals. My bad. It is creating a raised surface, and from that raised surface the fire lava will not be present. That is because it is being repeated too much. My bad. If I put it to 1, this should work. Rock scale 1. 500 is too big a value, so it will have to tile to short ones. Here you go. But it is not moving, and we don't like that. Rock speed and set it to 0.1. Right. Apply. And well, I'll just create a material instance. Put it here. Till then, I will add subsurface scattering to it. In the default let of the material settings, set to subsurface. Subsurface scattering is basically, let's just say, um, when you put your hand on top of a bowl, you will notice that the color bleeds into your skin and you get a usually a reddish glow on your skin. That is basically subsurface scattering. When the light glows and is visible across the solid, and use your base color in the subsurface color, and that should do it. Of course, you can use something in the roughness as well if you may. Actually, I can put a roughness here. Just use the same trick in the specular in the roughness as well, and you can do it a base value for metallic if you may, and that should do the trick. Here you go. Let it compile. 30 shaders compiling. Just put it here. God damn. Better. Now as you can see, it is moving. Yep, it is moving. And that a little bit fast for my taste. If I don't use the UVs for this, what will happen then? Because it is moving beneath, and if I decrease my brightness here, not much will happen. So I'll just apply it in here. Apply. Sorry, my bad. Okay, now my base color, fire rotation, fire scale, fire speed, max, min, all that awesome stuff. I really don't want to mess with the specular. Now, if I put this to 300 and I go down here, this is a little too fast for my taste. Point one. Now, see here, the fire. Rock speed is point one, but the rock scale is good. Rocks. If I set my rock speed to 0.01, yep, awesome. Now we're talking about. Now I can just increase my brightness to get a super hot, something like 600, right? Super hot one, right there. Yes, that will be very good. Actually, yes, that will do. If I use this in the opacity as well. There used to be a cube here, the backlighting. The dynamic lighting should have removed it, but it didn't. Nope. Well, this is it for this tutorial. Hope you like this, guys. Um, if you like this video, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel because it helps me a lot. Hope you enjoyed this video and learned something from it. And actually, one note: you can use this for water and all that stuff if you get creative enough. You can create some awesome looking water with this stuff. So until next time, goodbye. Hope you enjoy. Bye bye.